Yeah, this is going to be exciting.
You guys have sent in some seriously mind-blowing
Eric,
research.
you're right. It's, yeah, like incredible.
So let's jump right in. I mean, we're talking about AI that's already changing the game without us even realizing it, right?
Absolutely. It's happening behind the scenes.
Like right under our noses.
Yeah, and it's only going to get, I mean, it's already more pervasive than most people think, I think.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, and I think a lot of people, they hear AI and they think, Siri, Alexa, robots, taking over the world kind of stuff. But it's so much more than that.
It's so much bigger. Yeah.
Like even just in the stuff you sent, like, did you know? I mean, this is crazy. AI can now detect cancer cells in radiology images years before a human doctor could even see them.
Yeah, I mean, that's life-changing stuff right there. That early detection.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's like having a micro detective working on your behalf, at a cellular level.
Wow, that is a great way to put it. A micro detective. I love that. But it's not just healthcare, right? I mean, AI is popping up everywhere.
Oh, absolutely. Like even in finance, right? Like
Yeah.
Wall Street.
Okay, yeah, so talk to me about that because I don't think people really put those two things together, finance and AI, but it's actually a thing.
Oh, it's a huge thing. So think about it, right? Fraud detection. So you have millions and millions of transactions happening every single day.
It's mind-boggling.
Yeah, there's no way a human can keep track of all that. But AI can.
Right, it's like having a super-powered accountant or something.
Exactly. It can spot those anomalies, those weird patterns that might indicate fraud that a human would just completely miss.
So AI is like a financial watchdog then, basically.
Exactly. Protecting businesses and consumers alike.
So it's fighting cancer and it's fighting fraud. What can it do?
Well, that's the question, right? But
Yeah.
it's not all serious business like that. It's also changing the way we live our everyday lives.
Okay, so give me an example.
Okay, think about Netflix. You're scrolling through, trying to figure out what to watch.
Oh, the struggle is real. Too many choices.
Right. And then boom, that perfect recommendation pops up, something you never even knew existed, but you end up loving.
And it's always weirdly specific, right? Like, how do they know I'm suddenly in the mood for, like, a documentary about 18th century beekeeping?
That's AI. It's analyzing what you've watched, what you've liked, what other people with similar tastes have enjoyed, and it's making these eerily accurate predictions about what you'll want to watch next.
That's both amazing and a little creepy at the same time.
Right, but that's the thing about AI. It's got that wow factor, but also, like, wait, hold on a second at the same time.
Yeah, for sure. So we've got personalized entertainment. What else?
How about personalized education?
Okay, now you're talking. Now that's something I could have really used back in the day.
Right, so imagine, like, no more one-size-fits-all classrooms. AI can actually tailor the learning experience to each student.
So it's like having a personal tutor for every single kid.
In a way, yeah. I mean, it can track their progress, identify their strengths and weaknesses, even adapt to their learning styles. Some kids learn better visually, some by listening. AI can figure all that out and personalize the material just for them.
Okay, now that is seriously cool. I wish I had that kind of personalized attention back in school. Maybe I would have actually enjoyed algebra. But let's be real, it's not all personalized playlists and AI tutors, right? There's a whole other side to this that we need to explore.
Yeah, you're right. It's not all fun and games. There are some really big questions about the future of work, about the impact on society as a whole.
Right. I mean, if AI can do everything, what happens to us humans?
That's the million-dollar question, and it's something we definitely need to unpack further.
Okay, so we've got AI fighting cancer, catching fraudsters, picking our movies, and maybe even saving the planet.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg, really.
This is already blowing my mind, and we're just getting started.
I know, right? Just wait till you hear what's coming next.
I mean, it's like we're on the verge of this whole new world, right? Like AI is already doing all these incredible things, but it feels like we're just getting started.
Oh, absolutely. We're just scratching the surface. The stuff that's coming down the pipeline is, like, mind-blowing.
Okay, so blow my mind then. What's next?
Well, how about we start with something that sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie? Autonomous systems.
Okay, I have to admit, when I hear autonomous systems, I immediately think self-driving cars.
Right, that's the big one everyone's talking about.
But the research you sent, it sounds like it goes way beyond just cars.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about AI piloting planes, trains, ships, you name it.
So basically, like, traffic jams become a thing of the past.
Exactly. Imagine a world without traffic jams. Think of all the time we waste sitting in our cars. It's insane.
It's true. It's like hours of our lives just gone.
But with AI, we could reclaim all that time. Plus, it's going to make transportation so much more efficient. No
Right.
more human error, no more accidents caused by, like, distracted driving or anything like that.
Yeah, and it could revolutionize things like global trade too, right? Like
Yeah,
if we've got AI-powered ships and planes moving goods around the world.
absolutely. You would speed everything up, make the whole system so much smoother.
And speaking of speeding things up, what about those late-night pizza deliveries? Because doesn't your research mention something about AI-powered
You're
drones?
reading my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so imagine this, right? You order a pizza, and instead of some dude showing up at your door, it's a drone.
Okay, I mean, I've heard of this, but I always thought it was, like, years away.
It's closer than you think. And the cool thing about drones is they can get to places that regular delivery drivers can't. Like, imagine you're camping in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
You could still get your pizza delivered.
Yeah, it's both amazing and terrifying at the same time. Like, I'm all for innovation, but I don't know about a drone finding me in the wilderness. But, okay, let's say all this happens. AI is flying our planes, delivering our pizzas, driving our cars. What happens to all the people who do those jobs now?
That's the big question, right? And it's something a lot of people are worried about, understandably.
Yeah, I mean, are we all going to be out of a job?
It's not necessarily about AI replacing humans completely. It's more about AI augmenting human capabilities. Think of it like a collaboration.
Okay, so more like AI being our assistant rather than our replacement.
Exactly. AI can handle the repetitive tasks, the data analysis, all the stuff that humans find boring or difficult. But it frees us up to focus on things that require creativity, problem solving, emotional intelligence.
Right, like all those uniquely human skills that AI, at least for now, can't replicate.
Exactly. So it's not about like man versus machine. It's about man with machine.
Man with machine, I like that. But, okay, let's talk about one of the most mind-blowing applications of AI because honestly, this one still kind of freaks me out a little bit. AI and creativity.
I know, right? It's like, how could a machine be creative?
Oh, me.
But it's happening. We're talking about AI composing music, writing poetry, even paint.
Yeah, I saw that thing the other day, the AI that painted that picture that sold for like $1 million or something.
I know, it's crazy, right? And some people see this as a threat, like AI is going to replace artists. But I think it's more about AI giving artists new tools.
Okay, so like how a painter uses a paintbrush, a musician uses an instrument. Now they've got AI as another tool in their arsenal.
Exactly. And who knows what kind of amazing art will come from this collaboration between human and artificial intelligence.
It's like having an AI muse.
Yeah, I like that. Your AI muse helping you break through creative blocks, come up with new ideas.
I mean, it sounds cool, but I also kind of wonder, like, what does it even mean for something to be art if it's created by a machine?
That's a whole other philosophical rabbit hole we could go down.
Yeah, maybe we'll save that one for another day. Okay, so we've talked about AI composing symphonies, but what about solving some of humanity's biggest challenges? The research you sent suggests that AI could be a game changer in areas like space exploration and even the fight against climate change.
Yeah, I mean, the potential is just incredible,
It
right?
really is mind-blowing.
Like imagine, for example, AI-powered spacecraft.
Okay, yeah, like what would that even look like?
Well, we're talking about spacecraft that can navigate the vast distances of space, way beyond what humans could ever do.
Right, because even getting to Mars is like a years long journey.
Right. And that's just Mars. Imagine going further to other star systems. With AI at the helm, we could send these probes out, and they could make decisions on the fly, analyze data in real time.
So it's like having like a super intelligent robot explorer out there in the cosmos searching for new worlds.
Exactly. And maybe even finding signs of life. Who knows?
Okay, that's pretty amazing. But back here on Earth, we've got our own problems to deal with, like climate change. Can AI really make a difference there?
I think it has to. I mean,
Right.
it's our best shot, honestly. Because AI can analyze climate data on a scale we can't even fathom. It could identify patterns, predict future trends, all that stuff.
So it's like giving climate scientists this like super powered crystal ball so they can actually see what's coming and figure out how to stop it.
Exactly. And maybe even reverse some of the damage we've already done. I mean, there's a lot of really smart people working on this right now, using AI to develop new renewable energy sources, reduce carbon emissions, all sorts of things.
Okay, so fingers crossed they figure it out. But let's bring it back down to Earth again, literally. How will AI impact our everyday lives in the years to come? We've touched on personalized entertainment and education, but is there more?
Oh, there's always more with AI,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, I think we're going to see a world where technology just kind of fades into the background, like it's just seamlessly integrated into our lives.
Okay, so paint me a picture. What does that look like?
Okay, so imagine this. You wake up in the morning and your smart home has already adjusted the temperature to your liking, started brewing your coffee just the way you like it.
That already sounds pretty good.
Right. And then you get in your AI-powered car, and it knows exactly where you need to go, maybe even suggests a faster route because of traffic.
So no more road rage. I'm in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then at work, you've got your AI assistant helping you prioritize tasks, schedule meetings, all that good stuff. It's about freeing up our time and mental energy so we can focus on what really matters.
Hmm.
Being creative, connecting with other people, enjoying life.
So instead of being glued to our screens all day, we'll actually be out there living our best lives with AI quietly working in the background to make it all happen.
That's the dream, right? And I think it's closer than we realize.
I like the sound of that future. But before we wrap up, I do want to acknowledge that not everyone's quite as enthusiastic about AI as we are. Some people are, well, honestly, kind of freaked out by the whole thing.
Yeah, and I get that. It's a powerful technology. And like any powerful technology, it can be used for good or for evil.
Exactly. So how do we make sure it's used for good?
That's the million-dollar question. And it's something we all need to be thinking about. We need to make sure AI is developed ethically, responsibly, and that it benefits all of humanity, not just the select few.
Right, because it's not just about the technology itself, it's about how we choose to use it.
Exactly. And that's a conversation that we need to be having right now.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of AI, I think the one thing that's become crystal clear is that this is just the beginning, right? Like we're just scratching the surface of what's possible.
Oh, yeah, we're just getting started. And the next few years, the next few decades even, are gonna be wild.
It's both exciting and a little bit terrifying at the same time.
It's the future, my friend. And the best part is, we get to help shape it.
So to everyone listening, keep asking questions, keep exploring, and who knows, maybe you'll be the one to invent the next big thing in AI.
The future is unwritten.
Oh.
And that's a wrap, folks.